Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing an updated video talking about who are the top 10 best characters, or my favorite, or which ones I think are the best, in the Walking Dead television series up until this point, midway, halfway between The Walking Dead Season 4. Alright, good stuff. So I have done one of these previously. In fact, I think I've done a couple of these types of videos where I count down who the top 10 best characters are, in my opinion, in the Walking Dead television series previously. People really like the topic. People want to see it updated because a lot of things have happened. A lot of things have changed in the first half of the Walking Dead Season 4. And it's altered a lot of how we view different characters. It's killed some characters. It's done a lot of things, changed how we look at certain characters and what they've contributed to the surviving group, the survivors, up and until this point. So which ones are the greatest? Which ones do I think are the best? That said, this will contain spoilers for anyone who has not watched up to current date for The Walking Dead, which would be after Too Far Gone, waiting for the start of the second half of Season 4. So, a lot of things have changed on my list. Let's go through it and let's talk about who are the top 10 best characters. Let's get started. Number 10. Number 10 for me is going to be Carol. Yes, Carol has made the list. Very surprising, I know. However, the thing with her, and the reason why she made this list, is because what she has become at this point in Season 4 is completely unexpected compared to where we first saw her at. I mean, when we first met Carol in the Walking Dead television series, she, to me, felt like a background character that was going to be killed off at any time. She was fodder. She basically was not a strong survivor. Husband beat her. Daughter dies in Season 2. What's left for her? Nothing. She goes from that and becomes one of the strongest, most cruel, and characters that is willing to do anything necessary to protect the group in Season 4, in addition to training the kids how to take care of themselves. With, even though a lot of the other characters would disagree with that, thinking they're safe at the prison, she was smarter than that, and she actually was able to train Lizzie, her sister, a lot of the other kids that were around, how to at least try to fend for themselves, try to take care of themselves, using knives, using guns, teaching them to be strong, as Lizzie put it. After her, or previous to her headshot on some of the members of the attacking group saving Tyrese at the war at the prison, the battle at the prison in Too Far Gone. Absolutely love it. Love the fact that she will do what is necessary with Karen and David, and really an interesting character, a fantastic character that I can't wait to see what they do with in the rest of The Walking Dead. A surprising one, but yes, she has just made the list in this version after the first half. So, that said, number 9. Number 9, still on the list, may get bumped off in the next few seasons as we see more characters develop and become more center focus in the show, and that is of Andrea. Andrea, totally different from the comic series version of Andrea, in which she would be one of the top characters in the comic series in terms of who I think is one of the best. But in the TV series, she kind of slept around a little bit too much. She wasn't as great of a shot as she is in the comic book series. She's just, in my opinion, a character that, she'll be forgotten in a few seasons. Whereas in the comic book series, she wasn't. Not that she's a bad character. She was higher on the list previous, but I feel like as time goes on, she's going to kind of slip. I really do, just because of the way they handled her. I think she could have been handled a lot better. Not the actress's fault, just the way they handled her, I thought was an underusage of what could have been an amazing character that could develop and become really strong, just like Carol, a sniper like she is in the comic series. But oh well, what are you going to do? Number 8. Number 8 is going to be, for me, Michonne. Michonne is a really, really cool character. Her ability to kill walkers, one after another with the sword. The strongest female survivor we've probably seen of any. Survived a lot of close calls with the governor, being captured, all these different types of things. And in the end, just like she says she's going to, is the one to put him down, or at least kill the human version of him. Love it. Michonne, amazing character. Hopefully they keep her around for a really long time. We'll never get tired of seeing her kill zombies with her samurai skills. Awesome stuff. Next is going to be number 7. That's going to be Morgan. Yes, we haven't seen him for a while, but when we do see him, like in Clear, he just steals the show for me. Awesome character. Love to see how he's developed, what's happened with him, and supposedly we're going to check in with him again at some point in the rest of the season, and I'm very excited to see that because he's one of my favorite characters, is Morgan. Number 6. Number 6 is going to be Merle. Yes, he's kind of a season 3 character, season 1, season 3. So he wasn't in, he's dead now, obviously, so he's not going to be in the show again, right? But I still think he's a fantastic character and one that is memorable. He's responsible for the evolution of Daryl in a lot of ways, pushing him to the point where he's at now, hardening him. I really like the whole thing they did with the hand. That was really, really well written and really cool. Seeing him just attack the governor like that with reckless abandon, try to take him down and get so close to being able to do so. I loved it. One of the best characters, man. You cannot go wrong. Part of what made Season 3 so great for me as a viewer and why I really enjoyed Season 3 is Merle. Number 5. Now we're in the top 5. So, number 5 for me is going to be Herschel. Herschel was just an awesome character this season, Season 4. Getting to see him in internment, taking care of the people that were sick, sort of acting as the doctor on staff, risking his own life, and in the end trying to work things out with the governor. He's a good man, just like the governor says. Good man, great character. Love to see Herschel. Going to miss having him in the series. He's got to be in the top 5. He's number 5 for me. Number 4, people are not going to like this one, and that is the governor. Guaranteed, going to get shit for it. But you know what? The governor was such a good villain, man. He was such a good villain. I love to see the governor, man. I mean, David Morrissey's performance was just outstanding, I think. Getting to see him really powerful in Woodbury, broken down to nothing, hating even himself, becoming a surviving walker, so to speak, and then being reinvigorated with life when he finds the girls and basically wanting to create a safe haven for them, but still having that evil side to him, attacking the prison, being that control freak. Love the governor. Killing Herschel, attacking Rick at the prison like that. At a moment, I was almost rooting for him. I was like, yeah, go, man, after those couple episodes when he killed Martinez and the rest. But, he's the bad guy. It's hard to root for the bad guy. Rick and the others are such good characters, but the governor is a great villain, I think. Best villain we've had so far in the series, and one of the best overall in the Walking Dead long story of things. We'll see how Negan is and if he's a better villain or what the case may be, but up until right now, the governor was a great villain at number 4. Number 3, now we're into the top 3. Number 3 for me personally, at this point, is going to be Daryl. Yes, Daryl in the top 3. Why isn't he higher? He's close for me. I mean, he's getting there. The tank, destroying the tank, all the kills he's had, the amazing walker kills, using a walker as a human shield. He's about as badass. He's like the Walking Dead Rambo. You can't go wrong. So much fun to see Norman Reedus play Daryl. Unique character to the TV series, and definitely this top 3 was a hard choice for me at this point. But he's getting closer, and maybe in a couple seasons he will move up even higher. That is, if he still survives. I'm sure he will for a while, definitely. Great character, Norman Reedus as Daryl. Can't get enough of watching Daryl kill walkers and crossbow and all the other badass things he does. Love it. So number 3. Number 2, still at this point, even seasons later, is going to be Shane. Yes, Shane used to be my number 1, but I mean, he hasn't been the show for a long time. We've gotten to see a lot of other development from other characters, and he was a heavy concentration in Season 2. Part of what made Season 2 so great and so special, even though it had a crummy budget. But, Jon Bernthal's Shane. Jon Bernthal has become one of my favorite actors. I actually will watch movies just because he's in them, because I enjoy seeing his performances, and I'm such a fan of what he did with Shane. His mannerisms and everything, that he's got to be there, but he has been moved out of number 1 just because of the fact that we saw a lot from him early on, but then of course him being killed, he's not going to be in the series ever again. There's going to be other characters that over the long term we get more development with, and I think people relate to more and people like more. But personally, Shane was my favorite up until now. So that leaves us with number one. Number one, the best character in the Walking Dead TV series. Of course, it has to be, at this point, it's got to be Rick. Sometimes in my videos, I say some negative things about Rick, but seeing the previews for the rest of the season, seeing where he's at with Carl, everything he's lost, Andrew Lincoln's acting with him, and how much time we spend with the character. He's our lead. We see him more than we see anybody else. The battle with the governor, him being the chosen leader of the group, being in negotiations with the governor, even though he doesn't want to be, his relationship with Carl, everything that Rick has been through, Andrew Lincoln's performances as him in the death of Lori, the thing with Judith, the fight with the governor. I mean, and it's only going to go on further and further from that. So even though I think Daryl is really close up there, and sometimes I may not always feel that way, but I would have to say that yes, the best character in the Walking Dead television series at this point, it kind of has to be Rick. He's been through so much. We've watched him go through so much, and the acting has been so on point by Andrew Lincoln. How could he not be your number one? He's your front man. I got to put him at number one, even though I was kind of Team Shane in the second season and all that. But Rick is the man. Rick is the man, and I like that he's got both hands still. So that's a cool change from the comic book series. So I do like that, and really excited to see where they go from here on out with the character. There's my updated top 10 list before the start of the second half of The Walking Dead Season 4. Yes, it will change. It will change as the seasons go on. Characters will make different choices. Things will happen to them. We'll see new characters. We got some newcomers now with Tyrese and the others. He's close to maybe breaking the list in the next few seasons. We see some more development from him and the others. So it will change and fluctuate over time. I'll probably do it once a year, that type of thing. If we have a Too Far Gone type episode or something like what we saw in the earlier season, maybe every 6 months or something I'll update my list because it will change. But at this point, right now, top 10 favorite characters or best characters in my opinion are number 10, Carol, number 9, Andrea, number 8, Michonne, number 7, Morgan, number 6, Merle, number 5, Herschel, number 4, the governor, you kill or you die, number 3, Daryl, number 2, Shane, and number 1, Rick. That's my list. Let me know what you guys think, what your top 10 favorite characters are from the Walking Dead television series. If you like it, let me know. Maybe I'll do one for the comic book series. Write in the comments or send me a private message. That's it for this video, guys. I'll call it here. It's Trev. I'm saying peace.